So I am standing out in the yard of Grimm's Fuels, and I'm here with Jeff. And Jeff, for a long time now, we at Garden Time have really come to you for things on bark dust and compost because you have such a great product. And so we were delighted to find out that you're making some big changes here to make your composts even become a better product. Can you tell me what that is?
We are. We've just begun a retrofit of our facility. Since 1980, we've been a static pile composting facility where people bring their yard debris in, they grind it up, and we put it in large stockpiles where it sits there and decomposes and composts for 4 to 6 months.
And so just for people like me that are pretty simple, static just means it literally, it's not getting turned, it's not getting moved, it literally just does what nature does and decomposes, right?
Basically,
okay.
Yes. We do turn it a couple times in there, but basically you're correct. It just sits there in the pile, and then after 4 to 6 months, we bring it back over, we screen it out, and we bring you the compost that you're used to. So the retrofit, we want to have better process control. In the static pile system, you can't control the air, the moisture, and the temperature of the pile. Right. And so it makes it hard to keep the bugs happy, the guys that are doing all the heavy lifting and the hard work when it comes to making compost. So we're putting in what they call an aerated static pile compost, or composting system.
Right.
In that system, we'll put the compost on the pipes that you see behind us, and we will either blow air up through the compost or pull air down through the compost, depending on what the bugs need to stay happy. And so the piles will be much smaller. They'll be 14 feet high, and we will water when we put them into the beds. We will leave them in the beds for 15 days. Well, the temperatures and air will constantly be monitored via computer systems. Then after 15 days, we'll flip them into another cell of the aerated system where they will sit for another 15 days.
Well, because this really is, and I think that a lot of times I want to know that I know something, and I believe that I do, but the reality is when the earth itself makes compost, it isn't just throwing stuff in a pile and letting it rot. There's a whole system of insects, of air, of water. That all makes a difference on how fast you actually even get the compost. That's correct, what this whole system really is paying attention to now.
It's all about keeping the bugs happy.
Right.
To speed up the process and keep the bugs happy with the right oxygen, moisture, and temperature. And if you do those things, you'll produce compost with much less odor and you'll get a better finished product.
Because the very nature of decomposition is fragrance. I mean, there's a smell there, but this system will not only make the compost itself better, it'll also help with that fragrance that happens naturally from the process.
That's correct. The bugs will be anaerobic as opposed to anaerobic is what we have in the existing pile.
Right.
In places at times. This will be all aerated, the compost, and the bugs will be very happy because we're going to put so much oxygen into the piles.
Well, and when do you perceive that when do you think this process will actually start? Because you've started a bit of it already in one portion here.
Yep, we've done a lot of work so far. A lot of it's underground so that we can't see it. But we're hoping to be done by August with the first phase of this system. Well, actually, the first phase is in the bins behind us, where we actually have some test bins going on. And we're producing about 10% of our volume is going through those systems right now. Once this phase that is behind us is completed, we'll be almost all, the majority of our facility will be under air.
So Jeff, you've always had a great compost product, and now it's even going to get better. So, and this is the time of year too that we're really using compost for especially our edible gardens and even our perennials and stuff. So do I just give you a call? How do I get a hold of you guys?
Yep, you can give us a call at 503-636-3623 or on the web, Grimm's Fuel Company. You can come out with your pickup and haul it yourself. We can deliver it in a dump truck, and you can wheel it around with your wheelbarrow, or we can install it with our blower trucks.
Well, there you have it. So whichever way you want to get your compost, there are every way you need to come out and get it. So just give them a call, go to gardentime.tv, we'll click you over to their website even, come out and get some compost for your own garden. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for stopping by.